Hi my friends, and welcome to GraphiQ. Today we are diving into an exciting 3D modeling project, creating a realistic Red Bull energy drink can from scratch. I recommend starting with part 1 to catch all the tips and tricks that can help you along the way. This tutorial will guide you step by step from setting up the can's shape to adding textures and fine details to make it look just like the real thing. And if you have questions or need any reference photos, just drop a comment and I will be happy to send them to you. Now let's bring this iconic can to life. For the top part, we need a reference image. I couldn't find what I want online, so I took it myself. We align it with the top part, we scale it, rotate it, and locate it, so it can be ready to continue modeling with. So from here, we select the top edge, E to extrude, S to scale the extrude. We scale it inside. The first extrude to the inner section. Then we extrude it again to the top section. Perfect. After that, we hold Alt and select the inner loop edge and Ctrl B to give it a good bevel. Now we select this edge, holding Alt, and we give it a bevel as well. The reference image wasn't too perfect at the center, so I adjusted it in Photoshop, and here is a better one to work with. I will try to align it to the absolute center. After that, hold Alt and select the edge loop, then Ctrl F, grid fill. Let's give it 14 span and adjust the offset. Then I will apply a subdivision for once. Activate the array on X-axis. Now I need to adjust those vertices and align them with this shape so we can model it perfectly. You can just follow what I am doing step by step, it will be easier for you. Make sure that you are in the top view, otherwise you will make a mess. I want to move those vertices far from the shape because I will give it a good wide bevel. After aligning the vertices, I need to select this edge line, hold Ctrl and select. The array is not working, so I need to select both sides. After selecting properly, Ctrl B to give it a bevel. We will align only the right side, like stay with the reference image to the right side. After that, I need to select these edges and we have to delete them with Ctrl X. Then we adjust the header and the footer vertices to avoid any mistake or any error. We fixed such a vertices here. They are on top of each other. We have to pay attention to every detail here, otherwise it will make a big problem later on. We have always tried to keep the shape or the modeling shape clean as possible. After that, I need to select this edge line. Now I have to model these edge lines like the real can. We go to the front view, wireframe view, and we adjust them upward just a tiny bit. After that, Ctrl B to give it a beautiful bevel. Out of edit mode, we select the object, then Ctrl 3 to add a subdivision. We select the outer edges and we give them a little bit of a bevel just to support the outer edges so it doesn't break our shader. And we apply shader smooth with the object. As you can see of those reflections, it's perfect. Now I have to model these bumps. After selecting the areas, we activate Loop Tools add-on. It's a pre-built add-on. While selecting the faces, right-click on the mouse, Loop Tool, Circles. We scale them as we want. Then I will apply 2 times subdivision. I will select the outer ring edge. Activate the array on x-axis. Check, then I activated proportional, but I don't need it actually. Then the important part, Shift Alt S to make them as circle. After that, I select the centered face with proportional activated. type smooth. Then I will give it a little bit of a bump. The height should be the same as the real Red Bull can. Here we go, as you can see. Now I have to model this line where the can should cut and open. As you can see, one side is connected, the other side is not connected, and here is a support edge of the real can. I will make something very similar. So I start with aligning the vertices with that line. After that, I select the edge, holding Ctrl. I give it a tiny bit of a bevel. I need 3 edges, as you can see. I delete this edge, Ctrl X. I'm trying to align those vertices, but it's very small section. Here as well, I need to delete this edge. Then I select the edge between them, and I need to push it down a little bit. Before that, I need to give those outer edges a support edge by selecting them and Ctrl B. Then I select the inner edge one more time and pressing G to move it inside a little bit. Now, as you can see, it's so good and perfect. No mistakes, no nothing. Now it's time to model this section. So I will align those vertices. This angle has a lot of details, so we select those 4 faces and subdivide them. Those as well, so I get more vertices to align. So as we did before, here I will select this edge loop and give it a bevel. Here I had a problem that the bevel didn't work widely, but I adjusted a little bit of vertices, but actually I could ignore it and just bevel it, then adjust or align the vertices one more time. You will see that later. For now, I will align the inner vertices. Select the inner and the outer edges and give them a bevel to support the outer edges. Then I will select the middle edge or the centered edge. G and move it outside to give it a bump on the Z axis. Ctrl B to bevel. Just a tiny bit, you don't need that much. It's fine right here, it's just the subdivision modifier. Here, as you can see, I have a problem from the previous section. I will fix it later on. So if you find such a problem in your model, there is a fix for it, don't worry. I am more than happy to face some new problems here so I can solve them and help you solving whatever you will find. For the center part that holding the opener key, I will select those faces, then I will press I and insert them to the center or inside. After that, right click, loop tools, circle, then subdivide. I will activate the proportional. I will select the outer edge of this circle. It should be a circle. Then I will hold Shift Alt S to make it as a circle and reduce the size of proportional, and that way it will be a perfect circle. After selecting it as a faces, like the full area, I will extrude it upward on the Z axis. So align it perfectly with the can, then I will extrude it one more time, just a tiny bit. I will select these loop faces, then Alt A, extrude along normals. Then select those edges and give them a bevel. So here I have a tiny problem. Select this edge and give it a bevel as well. Everything should have a support edge. I will select those edges and Shift Alt S to make them closely to circle. Then I will scale it to the center as another support edge. After that, just I am making a general checking so I can see if there is any problem to fix and give it a material. And here is the problem that we had previously. Now it's time to fix it. I am trying to figure it out, like, why is there a problem here? So I found that this vertices doesn't connect to anything. It's by itself. So, and this edge has only two vertices, left and right. So I subdivide it to give it a centered vertices. Then I marriage it with the outer side vertices. So it's connected now. And problem solved. I find out that I missed something here. There is a section that I didn't model yet. So let's do it. As always, I will align those vertices with the area that I want to work with. I tried to bevel it, but it was too early. I have to clean up more and just more vertices. So I will do it. And don't forget to turn off your subdivision modifier from the edit mode, the edit section. We don't need to see it right now. Turn it off and continue editing. I want to move those vertices far from my work area. Then I will select this edge that we are working on. We give it a big bevel. Then select those two edges and delete them with Ctrl X. Now select the outer edges and bevel them to make a support edges. Then we select the middle edge, G, Z, to give it a bump, then Ctrl B, bevel it, and that's pretty much it.